Hello, beautiful and beloved ones. This is Lorelei from the Tightrope to 5D Music Reactions, and welcome back. And if you wonder about that strange title, these days I'm bringing you a message after about every other music reaction about this historic shift from third dimensional consciousness to fifth dimensional consciousness for the entire planet. And this is a message video, so stick around to the end if you're interested in that. But we are going to start with Zhou Shen, No Fear in My Heart. Here we go.
你在躲避什么？你在挽留什么？你想取悦谁呢？你曾经下跪，这冷漠的世界，何曾将你善待
Okay, so very interesting. What are you afraid of? What are you? Not what are you afraid of? He said like, what are you? Just go take a peek again, because I just had in my head. Who do you want to please? What do you want to retain? What do you escape from? And was this indifferent world ever friendly to you? So I wonder if this is about a love story of like saying you can trust me kind of thing. You think it's something like that? You can let me know in the comments if that's it. Because maybe that's what we're coming up on. But I mean, obviously his voice is so beautiful and so lyrical, right? Doesn't it just sort of just put you in that beautiful, nice, soft, loving state, right? Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Don't forget, friends, by the way, I have my member tiers now, and I'm frantically putting things in there. Things that I can't necessarily put on the regular channel. I can't put everything on there because of the algorithm and whatnot. But I got my member tiers, so check out that video on that. Let us continue.
你曾经下跪，这冷漠的世界，何曾将你善待？所以你厌恶危险，坠入厄运深渊。 两手紧紧抓着，如同身处悬崖，小心翼翼的，以为你拥有着好似人生圆满，能不能彻底的放开的手？ 这么义无反顾坠落，坠入黑暗中，坠入泥土中，海阔天空。
So it seems to be about trust, telling someone to sort of trust, and just let it all go and just trust. It's beautiful. It's very poetic. I gotta say that. So yeah, just let me know your deepest understanding of the song. It's very beautiful. And by the way, give me a like if you're enjoying it, and give him a like later. It's really awesome. And subscribe. And isn't this a wonderful white outfit he's wearing? So dapper. Here we go. Let's continue. I'll go back a little.
入黑暗中，坠入泥土中，海阔天空。 会飞的。那叮叮铃铃的，那才是我。当我一微笑，所有的可能都灰飞烟灭。
Okay, so now think that he's been talking to himself now, saying, what are you afraid of? You really want to fly, just go ahead and fly. I kind of think it's that. Isn't it beautiful too, by the way? And how wonderfully he's doing. Let's go back and see that again, because he's given it so much emotion. Here we go.
那才是我。当我一微笑，所有的可能都灰飞烟
Oh my goodness.
希
Oh, I
望大
gotta
家
hear
永
that
远可以
last
找
note
到那
again.
个
I'm
自己
sorry.
最喜
I
欢。
gotta hear that again. Hold on. Then we'll listen to it. ，Oh my.
希望大家永远可以找到那个自己最喜欢的自我，把所有的不开心都留到过去。天猫开心夜，大家一定要开心，开心，开心，开心耶！谢谢老师们，谢谢。
I don't know what he just said there. You guys can translate that for me. Those of you who know Chinese, I'd like to hear what he just said there. The gist of it. You don't have to give every word. But wow, was that so beautiful and so wonderful and so powerful, right? Wow. Just this whole message of what are you afraid of? Just let go and just let yourself soar. This is the real me. The real me is soaring to the heights. And I'm going to tell you, that's the real all of us. Every one of us, the real us, is soaring to the heights. So, wow, that was so beautiful. I loved it. Let's put it on my scale. 1 being very third dimensional, fear, pain, sadness, anger, suffering. 10 being very fifth dimensional, love, peace, joy, bliss, soaring, being high up there in the heights, right? So this one is talking about like that, letting go of that which keeps you from soaring. So it's definitely moving very firmly in the direction of soaring, right? And by the end, this one is soaring, right, with his voice and everything else. So it's very high. It still refers a little to the third dimensional experiences of life, of being afraid of things and whatever else. So we'll go with I think it's up there. It's like a 8.75 on this one. Very beautiful. And that's not how good he did it. Don't get mad at me. I'm not talking about how well he did it. I'll just try to let people understand the difference between third dimensional and fifth dimensional, and what songs pull you in a certain direction one way or the other. If you had to talk about how well he did it, he's off the chart. If you don't want to talk about the fifth dimensional thing of it, just ignore the score, right? The score is just for those of you who want to learn and understand about 3D versus 5D. So, by the way, if you'd like to understand and know a little bit about me, you can go to the About Me video on this channel, and that leads to a little longer video about what I call my forged in the fire of 3D journey in my younger days. But I learned a lot and I got a lot. And so I became a transformational coach, similar to a life coach, but more powerful at getting rid of the baggage of your past completely and very quickly. And also I learned a lot about healing the body, and I did that many times over for many different pretty serious things. So if you want to know about all of that, you can look in the notes here about Lorelei on Patreon, and that has a list of all the different things that might be of interest to you. And I also have there's a button where you can donate if you so desire, and there's Buy Me a Coffee here in this in the description here in this channel. So I want to first thank those of you who've done that, given me that vote of confidence, and if you want to show me a little love, those are the places to do it. All right, let's get to my 5D message, which I kind of picked. I'd never heard the song, but I heard it was about fear. So I said, here's my 5D message. Why has fear been called the opposite of love? Why has fear been called the opposite of love? Let's think about that. Now, first of all, I think we've all heard that term, God is love, right? Well, let's just say the creator of everything is love. I don't think anybody ever argues that. Like, everybody knows the creator of everything is love, right? So when we're talking about the creator of everything is love, what are those love energies? It's love, of course, peace, joy, harmony, flying into the heights, like actualizing yourself to the highest possibility. It's bliss, it's ecstasy, it's what else? It's abundance, opulence, right? All of these very, very high vibrational energies. That is the divine. That is God. That is prime creator. That is all the angels and the archangels who are like, and the ascended masters and all of that galactic family of light who are living in that energy, right? They're all in that same energy in the higher dimensions, fifth dimension and up, right? That is all of them. So basically love is the creator. It's the originating force of the universe. And those are all the energies that love is all about. So what is fear? Fear, like, look at that fear. Like, fear doesn't even go anywhere near that. Like, fear is so far from that. Like, that's literally the polar opposite if you think of it like as an energy, like fear. Like, what does fear, first of all, what does fear cause in you? Right? Fear causes a cutting off of love. Like, when you're afraid to love other people, right? You cut off love. That's completely it. That's like, there's no love. Like, if you're afraid, you cut off the love. So that right there, you can see it's the opposite of love. Like, fear is the opposite of love. What else do people do when they're afraid? But if you look, like, almost all the ways we hurt each other, I would say all, but I'm going to just say almost all, having almost 20 years of personal growth and development, training, working with myself, seeing other people, rather working with others and on myself, and seeing people in the process, I can say that, like, almost all the ways people hurt each other, they all, if you really, really look closely, they boil down to fear. Like, say, right? look at the energy of anger, right? If somebody is angry with someone, but if you look behind the anger, usually the person, there's been some sort of a threat. The person feels threatened in some way, right? Maybe you're getting in an argument because you're saying something that one doesn't like, but that's a threat to his view of the world. So that's fear right there, okay? Because that one's, maybe, you legitimately are threatening the person, right? So then you react in anger, right? When you're sadness, well, what are you sad about? There's usually some kind of fear that things are going the wrong way or will go the wrong way. You see, in the creator's energy, everything's always going exactly how it's supposed to go, imperfect in every way, right? No matter what it is, so you'd never have anything to be sad about. So fear is lingering around in the energy of sadness. And you harm another person, right? There are people that go about the business of, stealing other people's things. Well, what's at the basis of that? I'm afraid I won't have what I need, so I'm going to take it from you. It's fear, right? People go about the business of, well, whatever they're doing that harms another, but look at all the craziness that's going on now, right? With the left against the right, and there's, then you have these riotous sort of uprisings. What's behind that? I'm afraid of you on the other side, and you're a threat to me on the other side. Not like even a threat like that you might harm me or something. Although the side that's protesting usually does think that, but it's a threat to my way of life. That's what is considered or seen there. I'm not saying which one's right or wrong or anything like that. I'm just saying on the other side of those riotous kinds of protests is a threat to my way of life. Okay? I mean, it's really going on all over the place right now, and you see, like, people in the cities, in the city environment where they're in gangs and everything else. There's a constant state of fear, constantly having to go after the other guy before the other guy goes after you. That's all fear, I mean, I really can't think of any kind of energy that is a negative energy. Let's see, fear, pain, sadness. So pain, like pain generally is because of something that happened to you, right? Something harmful that hurt you, that happened to you, right? Pain, I'm talking about emotional, mental pain, right? Because, so now going forward in the future, there's fear, right, of that thing, right? And when the thing happened to you, I could tell you when horrible things were happening to me as a child, yeah, there was a lot of fear there. You know, you're not going to have horrible things happening to you and having pain without fear. Even like the pain of if you broke your arm, right? Now you go through life being afraid. You got to be very careful, like of how you move your body. For a while after you break most people know this experience. After you break, you know, your arm or your leg or something, you'll be going around in life like you're afraid of how you're moving your body. So fear either comes in or fear is at the base of just almost every negative emotion. Let's see, fear, pain, sadness, anger, sorrow, all that's got fear in it. And fear just being like a lack of love. And so you actually don't even, when you have fear, you actually don't even think that the creator of everything is even going to take care of you in some kind of way. You don't believe in love. You don't even think that love is going to take care of you. And what's really tragic about that is that when you send out by the laws of the universe, by the law of attraction, like attracts like, you know, things that are the same come together kind of thing in terms of energy. So when you send out the opposite of love, when you send out fear, yikes, you're going to get exactly what you're afraid of back. Because that's like attracts like in the universe. So in point of fact, you're actually literally creating your own misery when you're in fear. And so this is why, like the Bible says, you know, be like the birds and the trees and the flowers in the fields. You know, be in the moment and don't worry about tomorrow. That's what Buddhism too, right? Don't worry about yesterday. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just that now moment is all you have to need to think about, right? And just be in it, being in that now moment. Because no fear is present in the now moment. Like for about 99.99999% of our time in life, we don't have someone that would make us afraid, literally like knocking on the door, like the bill collector's not knocking on the door, or we're afraid we have to pay our bills, right? The crazy things we like get afraid of. If I don't pay my bills, well, of course everybody has to pay bills, that's important, but I'm saying like the fear around being able to support yourself, to take care of yourself. I see huge arguments happen between people that are really supposedly love each other because of like fear of deprivation, fear that we won't get all the things paid for, fear that we won't have money down the line, fear that we haven't stockpiled enough, you know, that we'll have money 30 years from now. And no, there's no love present in that, you know. So fear, you know, I just was talking with someone this morning about, you know, someone, you know, that they loved, you know, going into that mode with them. So fear has us get into arguments and act horribly to the people that we allegedly love. It's completely the opposite energy of love. In fact, this one said, I don't even feel like this one loves me, you know, because all this one cares about is, you know, is all of our stuff taken care of at every moment, all the time, and are you doing that, you know? So, and that's what we do to the people we love, right? Because we've got that fear that we won't have all that stuff and it won't be taken care of, and you know, it's absolute insanity when you really think of it. It's absolute insanity because you can't take it with you anyway, right? And when you go from beyond this life, you know, all of that gets left behind, and what's only left then is the love. Then you're going to kind of regroup with all your guides and whatever in the higher realms, and they're going to decide, you all together will decide, what are you going to do for the next life or whatever. That's historically how it's been, by the way, for the past, you know, tens of thousands of years on this planet since human beings have come. So, but now, you know, we're moving up to the higher vibrations. That's not what we're doing now, right? Because we're just going to move up and take our body and everything with us. So, you know, quite literally, you know, where fear exists, love does not exist. I just want you to really understand that. In the moments where fear exists, love is completely not there. Always and forever. So it's a moment by moment thing, by the way. I don't want you to think that like, you know, that you, because sometimes you're fear-based, you have no love present, but no, it's a moment by moment thing. In the moments when fear is happening, love is not there and is not existing. So the best we can do, the most we can do, everything we can do to get out of that mode, out of that fear, be in the moment, be in the now, do the things that uplift us and make us feel good, then you got a space. Then love is usually present automatically, actually. In the moment, love kind of comes in because it's our natural state of being as divine sparks of the Creator. Love comes in when we're in the moment. We're just getting stuff, getting the crap out of the way, especially the fear, so that love can be there and be present. You see? So this is one of the important journeys we have right now in preparing ourselves for the higher realms, is to just get that fear out of there, like to really understand and know in fear there's no love present. And also in fear you're going to get exactly what you're afraid of. It may not show up exactly the same way, but it's going to show up like a negative thing. When in fear, negative coming at you because it's the same energy, right? It can show up in a lot of different kinds of ways, but it's the same energy. Negative will come at you if you're going around in fear. So there's very good reasons to do everything possible to let that go. Okay, but I'm going to send you that beautiful fifth dimensional energy, the love, the peace, the bliss, the harmony, the know like you know, like you know, like you know, that you're always taken care of in every way, and the opening of your heart to be able to accept love and accept what the beautiful energies of the Creator and all the gifts of the Creator right into your life. Sending it all at you now. Here it comes. Namaste. I honor the God in you.